Jacob! She's a cunning girl. She wants to separate us.
That's right, Master Jacob. She's scheming.
Ada is a good girl. She deserves to be loved by everyone.
Mrs. Hannah, Jacob and I truly love each other. I have no bad intentions towards your family.
If you continue to force me, I will leave that house.
I can't lose my son. I can't let this fat girl win. Ada is not our child. We've just adopted her.
Who do you think you are? Don't think that you're better than me. This slap is for you. I never see you as Master Jacob's wife.
Episode 6, A New Life. Ella. You.
What are you going to say, Ada? You're going to say I'm just a maid, right? Why did I slap you? Because I don't like you. Who are you in this house? Mrs. Hannah is the real master of this house. She doesn't like you. Mr. Jacob was silly to marry you. I can't believe it.
Ella. But you and I have no resentment. Why do you hate me?
Because you don't deserve Mr. Jacob. That's all.
Hey, Ella. Stop that!
Jacob.
Master Jacob.
How dare you talk to Ada like that? She's my wife. She's your mistress.
It's not Master Jacob. Mrs. Hannah is my real master. She hired me. Even if you are, you have no right to fire me.
How dare you say that?
What's all the fuss?
Mrs. Hannah! Ada! She doesn't want to work with me.
What? Ada. I told you to help Ella in the kitchen. So you're that lazy?
Mrs. Hannah. I'm not like that.
Mom! Ella is lying. She wants to frame Ada.
Jacob. Even though you don't like Ella. But she's a good maid. She always makes me happy. Please don't talk about her like that. Ella. Follow me to the living room. I need to clean up.
Yes, Mrs. Hannah.
Ada! Are you okay?
I'm fine.
If anything happens, let me know. I'll protect you. Don't be afraid.
I know, Jacob. Maybe Ella is not used to my presence. Don't worry. I think it will be fine in a few days.
Ella,
Mrs. Hannah,
why are you quarreling with Ada?
I'm sorry. Because I hate her so much.
Why do you have to apologize? You did the right thing.
Mrs. Hannah,
Keep doing it. Ada is a foolish girl. She won't fight back.
but is that okay, Mrs. Hannah? I don't want Mr. Jacob to hate me.
I don't care, Ella. Your job is to make Ada leave this house. When she gets too depressed, she will leave. Do you understand?
I know, Mrs. Hannah. Mrs. Hannah also hates that fat girl. She is a bad person. She dared to seduce Mr. Jacob. Now Mrs. Hannah has given me the power. That fat girl will pay.
Ella, do you need any help?
Clean the house quickly. Also, clean the toilet. And wash the dishes. Can you do it, Ada?
I can.
If so, then do it quickly. I have to cook.
I know.
Ada,
Jacob,
what are you doing?
I'm doing housework.
Why are you doing these things?
Ella told me to do these things.
Ella? She's a maid. These things she has to do.
It's okay, Jacob. I'm living in your house. I should help with the housework too.
Ada, you're too kind. You can't be like this.
Jacob, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Master Jacob! Hey, Master Jacob! Why did you slap me?
I warn you. I don't know who gave you the order. But if you dare to order Ada to do housework again, you'll be kicked out of this house. Do you understand?
Mr. Jacob! I only listened to Mrs. Hannah.
My mom?
Master Jacob! You can't slap me like that!
Ella, you should remember your status. You're just a maid. And Ada is my wife. She's your master.
But Mrs. Hannah!
I'll tell my mother later.
Amy, take the 2 boxes of premium cherries to Mrs. Hannah's house. I know you like Mrs. Hannah's son, so you need to win her favor.
Mom, you always worry about me. Although you are only my stepmother. But you take care of me like a real mother.
Amy, your mother passed away due to a difficult childbirth. When she gave birth to you, she passed away. I was a nurse at that time taking care of your mother. Later, Tobias and I grew feelings for each other. And we got married. I always considered you as my daughter.
Mom, thank you for always caring for me. I have to marry Mr. Jacob. He is someone I admire. Tobias Group will be stronger when it becomes in-laws with Musk Group. Hello.
Hello.
Is this the Musk house?
You are. You are Miss Amy.
And you are the fat girl I met. What are you doing here? Looking at you like that. You must be a maid. That's strange. Mrs. Hannah hired a fat person to work in this house.
Miss Amy. Actually.
Is Mrs. Hannah home?
Yes, she is.
I need to see her.
Mom, you're too much. You let Ella order my wife to do housework?
Jacob, Ada is your wife. She needs to know the housework. Ella helps her. That's helping. That's not ordering.
But that's Ella's job. That's not Ada's job.
Jacob, since when have you and I always argued? Didn't Ada say that? She wants to separate us.
Mom, please don't think badly of Ada. She didn't complain at all. But I realize you and Ella are trying to harm Ada.
You.
Hello.
Amy?
Mrs. Hannah. Mr. Jacob.
What are you doing here?
My mom told me to bring gifts. It's cherry season in Australia. So I brought 2 boxes of premium cherries.
Thank you, Amy. Jacob, this is Amy. She is the daughter of the owner of Tobias Group.
Hello, Mr. Jacob. Nice to meet you.
Sorry. I am a married man. I am not interested in girls like you.
What? Mrs. Hannah. What did Mr. Jacob just say?
Amy, I am sorry, but this is so sudden. Jacob is married.
What? Is it true, Mrs. Hannah? Who is Mr. Jacob's wife?
Miss Amy, this is my wife.
What do you say? This fat girl is your wife? Mr. Jacob! Are you crazy? Why did you marry her?
Amy. Everyone says that. But Jacob married this fat girl. He is crazy.
Mom! Don't say that! Ada is a good girl. She is an innocent girl. Why don't you look at the positive side?
Mr. Jacob! You disappoint me so much. Why would a handsome, talented man like you choose such a wife?
Mrs. Hannah! This girl! Hello.
Hey, girl. Who are you?
I'm here to find Miss Ada.
Are you looking for me?
That's right. I went to your house. But your mother said you weren't there. She showed me this place.
Girl. But who are you? I don't know you.
Don't you remember me? Mom. I'm your daughter. I came to find you.
What?
Ada! She's your daughter?
Oh my God! So you have a daughter?
Mom. I'm Hilda. I'm your daughter. You have to take care of me.